What is the problem with motivation?
Yeah. Well, what I got written down here is that it's like drinking Red Bull. That's what came to mind. When I think about motivation, I think about spikes and crashes.
Yeah.
Like I can reflect pretty clearly on the past 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. And there are defined periods of extreme motivation, which were followed by, immense progress and action and new ideas and all this.
Yep.
And then they're always followed by a period of complete lack of motivation.
The hangover.
in which the opposite comes true.
Yeah.
And I think that is the problem with motivation. If you are trying to change your identity, work towards big goals, have anything progress over a time period that's more than a couple of months, you need consistency, and therefore you cannot rely on motivation.
100% agree. Yeah, I mean, fundamentally, motivation is an emotion. There's nothing wrong with motivation in of itself. I think the problem is relying on it.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be the last thing that you possibly rely on to get anything done. Because as you say, big goals require time. Depends how big your goals are, but realistically, are you going to have a period of motivation that lasts more than a few months? Probably not. Are you going to have a goal sizable enough that takes you less than 2 months to complete? Probably not as well. Mm-hmm. And the only guarantee is that you're not always going to have motivation. There's going to be peaks and troughs, but where do you fall? Like, what is the level of your standards? Because motivation is not going to be the answer long term. Like, it has to be supported. There has to be a foundation of some sort of environment that makes it really easy to do good behaviors, really hard to do difficult behaviors, people around you that are pushing you towards the goals you want to have. But I think it's just, you cannot rely on motivation. It is an emotion and it cannot be relied upon.
I think. And like we're talking about kind of long-term, bigger kind of goals here.
Yeah.
And as you start working towards them, you start achieving some of these things, you get a taste of that success, which is really nice. But sometimes that just wipes your motivation. Like we talk about, there's the cat behind the rat in the tube and the cheese in front of the rat in the tube.
Yep.
And both of them are helping the rat run really fast. If you start achieving, and that's motivation, right? Like the cat is motivating the rat to run, the cheese is also motivating the cat to run.
Yeah.
If you start making progress, sometimes that cat gets a little bit smaller. Sometimes the cheese doesn't smell quite as good. You're not as desperate. You're not as hungry as you were when you set the goal, when you had all that motivation. And so then the motivation's not there anymore. Or like you don't find yourself feeling the same way about the goal, not driven by the same fuel as you were.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people get stuck at that point where they've been like relying on this fuel for long enough that they've seen some success.
Yeah.
And now they've got this link between, okay, well, I was fueled by that and I've got this success. Okay, I'll do it again, or let's run it back. And they pick a new goal or something. But I just don't think that's the right way to go about it. I think that consistency over long periods of time, motivations are going to change and they can't be relied upon. I think we just keep coming back to that. They can't be relied upon, and what can is your environment.
Yeah. 100% agree. All right, so environment is clearly the answer.
And motivation's out.
Motivation is out.
We're calling it here. Motivation is out.
Motivation is out. That was a clip from the Modern Monk podcast. If you guys want 30-day early access to the full episodes, if you want to watch them live, and if you want to participate in Q&A calls after the podcast, then you can do all of that for free at skool.com/modernmonk. I'll leave a link in the description below for that. I'll see you there.